Alright, hold on. Hello everybody, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT, and if you want to watch the full playthrough of me playing this game, by all means click the annotation after this video. But this is a guide on how to open up the last mission of the actual game, but also how to make money the easiest way. Now obviously if you've googled this, you have seen the thing on the rooftop where you go around in circles, etc, etc. What I'm going to do is give you a different strategy on how to play the game specifically and what gives you what. So on average, I stuck to mostly the main story, but then I also played the side content, the biker gangs and everything else, and it gave me about an excess of about £80,000, $80,000 rather, possibly 100,000, but overall I had to spend about 40,000 replenishing my weapons because I lost some when I got arrested once, and it really pissed me off. It is what it is. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the smart way what to buy and what it actually gives you. So this stock here, you buy this for around I think 10,000, and essentially it gives you 2,000 every, I don't know what, 24 hours possibly in the game, maybe 12, it depends. But this is going to be a low end amount of money, and obviously if you're starting out, that's really handy to you if you've got 10,000. But obviously if you go through the game, you're about 40,000. You want to invest this wisely. The more money you get, the better. The highest thing you're going to have to buy is which is part of the story to help unlock or progress the story, because you will come up to a point where there's no more missions available to you, and you will have to buy the printing press. That will cost you 70,000. Now assuming you haven't got that in the bank, you're going to have to generate that money, so I'm going to tell you the best ways of doing it. Now obviously this business here, where if you progress through the story you get the house, and it generates about 5,000, so that's your main source of income at the beginning, or like later on you're like, okay, you're getting money X, Y and Z. The cab company will give you 5,000 as well, so that's 10,000 generated, assuming you choose to buy that. However, so you've got 2,000 here, and it costs you about 10,000 to buy. This thing here, the ice cream van, now this is very interesting because you have to do this as well to advance the story. You basically you buy this and you're selling ice cream, or aka narcotics, out an ice cream van, and basically you go along and you stop, and then a couple of customers come up, and etc, etc, and it is annoying as hell, because after you've sold the ice cream or narcotics for about 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 1 star goes on you. Now you can move around the area, and then that 1 star goes away. If you persist and you keep doing it and you stay in that same area, it goes up to 2 stars, and the police will hound the hell out of you. It's not a smart move. So what I suggest you do is basically stick to go from around here, around this area, and then sell your ice cream, and watch out for rival gangs, of course, because they'll be shooting at you, and of course police officers can just come up if they see you and drag you out the car, then the mission's over. You have to sell it to 55 customers, about 52, 53, call it 55 just to be on the safe side. 55 customers, okay, to complete the mission. However, it's not going to tell you that. You have to drive back here, and then it will tell you completed this particular mission, and this will generate around 3,000 or 4,000, which ain't bad. But I didn't know this till very later on, and I've just basically did it to unlock the mission now, the final mission supposedly. Okay, so that's one thing you have to do. However, what I would advise when doing these missions with the ice cream when the police are on you is go to the pay and spray, and you will just keep getting the police off of you, selling the ice cream to go up to 54, 55, whatever. And that's how you do it. You stick to this one particular area, sell it to a bunch of people, the police come on you, and then you go to pay and spray, and when you've got to 54, 55, just to be on the safe side, you come back here and it tells you you have completed that particular section. This, I'll leave this out for the last part. The taxi cab, you just do a bunch of, I think, taxi cab missions, and then you complete those, or whatever missions they give you, and then that's done. That's easy, 5 grand. Anyway, so upon generate, this will generate you 4 grand when you've done that. So you've got 4,000 there, 5,000 from there, so that's 9,000, and then of course you'll have another 5,000 from there as well, possibly the 2,000. Again, this is all in prep to generate the money to go and buy the money. The printing press, which essentially gives you 8,000 every couple of hours, whatever. And of course, your main goal is to get the Malibu Club at 120,000. However, just to give you the other thing I've just unlocked here is the pole position, which I thought was some kind of racing thing. It's not. It's actually a strip club. And essentially what you do here is once you've bought it, it only costs 30,000, so it's quite doable. It's, you know what I mean, you'll generate that with ease once you've got the cab company, your main base here, and especially this as well when you've done that mission. Buy this for 30 grand, and to progress the story as well, you have to go inside the strip club and get yourself a dance. And then essentially you'll have a dance. It's not that entertaining, by the way, I have to say, by today's standards, in my opinion. Basically, your money will dwindle. You have to spend $300 to literally stay there for 5 or 10 minutes watching $300 dissipate from your account. So it could be you might have $1,500 in there. You know, make sure it drops down to 1,200 and you'll be done. Obviously, you're going to have thousands in the bank, so just make sure you keep an eye on that. And when you've I went over 300, by the way, just to make sure. When 300 went out of my account and she got paid, she gets paid every 30 seconds, like $5. So it's kind of stupid, but at the same time necessary, whatever. And I would say very expensive. Jesus Christ! At this point, I'd want to throw the 300 out and just say take it. But anyway. So I had to wait for that, and then you essentially come out of there and it just says you completed that section, and that will generate 4,000 for you. So this is cost 30,000, it generates 4. This costs about 10,000, generates 2,000. This one, obviously, when you've done the ice cream, it generates 4,000. This is 5,000. This generates about, I think this costs about 20-30 grand, I don't know, or 40, but it generates 5 grand. What else is there to tell you? The Malibu Club generates about 10,000, I believe. But obviously, later on, when you've got all these other companies and stuff like that and businesses, you will be buying that with ease, and that generates a lot of money as well. Now, after that, you've got this company here, which is a car company. I bought it, and you have to go around collecting 20 cars, essentially, for the company, and then you can start generating money off it. I think it gives you about 4, 5, 6 grand. I'm not too sure. I cannot be bothered to do it. I've just had a phone call to go to this because there's an issue, so I'm going to progress with the story in my playthrough or what have you, so I can push on with that. But I just thought I'd give you an overall view of the actual game, what businesses to buy. This is cost 30,000. Again, generates 4, and it's very easy to do. Just get a strip thing, and then you've done it. You're generating 4 grand on top of everything else, like 5 grand in the taxi cab. You're on easy street. You know what I mean? That's my advice. Buy the smaller companies, and they will generate revenue, and then you can go power on and buy the Malibu Club and whatever else, because you won't generate the money through doing main story or side missions. You only get about 80,000. You just have to invest that wisely. And again, I advise you buying this one in particular, of course, and buying the cherry company or the ice cream company, and then obviously the cab company, and then you can buy that, and that will give you another chunk to go and get the Malibu Club as well. Yeah, over time. So, and then basically you have to do all the side content, including this business as well. That will generate X amount of money for you as well. I'm not too sure how much that gives you. I think it might give you 7 or 8 grand. That's another one. That's the film studio company. Don't forget to buy that. You'll buy that later on. But yeah, guys, you have to buy a lot of these different companies and make sure that you progress the story through completing their missions. So yeah, I hope this guide helped you out. And again, the strip club thing you have to do, and to progress the story, and the ice cream van to progress it, and then you can move on with main story. I just got a phone call, and that's what I'll be doing in the next video on my playthrough. Anyway, guys, hope this video helped you out. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links are in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. Click the annotation to watch a full playthrough, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.